God's blessings.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a dog.
I'm glad your trade is going well.
Ah, that little man.
So, out with it. How was it all arranged?
One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth...
And where can I find this rap?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chap.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I...
Well, that'll do me for now.
Take care.
Damn. God be with you.
Good luck to you.
I'm at your service.
Hello.
Greetings. What business?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those...
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch dive to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an...
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not...
I'll try to think of something. I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me,
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard.
do you know how he gets the goods to them?
It's the same as with the overseer. The goods were picked up by some servant called That's all.
God be with you.
God be with you.
How goes the work, master?
Getting there, getting there.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery.
You've got quite a large workshop, master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary.
I see. I think.
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told...
What's he like, your apprentice?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
He owes me money.
Naturally. Dice or boozing, was it?
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy. Here you go.
Thank you, master. You're most kind. But I'd rather get it from him.
If you think he'll have anything to give... About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemy?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular...
A woman from the baths?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I met...
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the...
Tell me, master. I noticed some very interesting designs in the workshop.
Let me see. Looks like a drawing of the Prague Groschen. One of my apprentices must...
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Greetings.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the...
I assume that Florian knows this.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't... And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip.
Where can I find this Florian?
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like a rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's fine.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone.